Oh, already decorating for Halloween. Hey guys, how is it going? I'm on a walk with Scarlett right now. It just rained, so it's kind of wet and stuff out. Just wanted to give a little quick intro to this video. It got blocked by YouTube. Unfortunately, I thought it would be fine because other people have reacted to this and they're up on YouTube. You're able to watch their video, but for whatever reason, mine got blocked. I had to edit it down, as I do with these whenever this happens. So you're gonna get a shortened version on YouTube, unfortunately, and I'll be posting the full version unedited on my Patreon. I'll find the link to that in the description and my pinned comment as usual. I apologize for that, but it's the hazards of trying to do sports videos on YouTube. Just wanted to let you know what was going on. Hope you enjoy the video regardless. Hello everybody, Roger says hey. Scarlett says hey. Alright, well Scarlett says hey from before. I can't get her to come up and show herself on camera. I am back with another cricket video. Today I'm going to be exploring cricket a little bit more in depth than I did before in the last video. So this is another Cricket Explained video, but it's done by Netflix. It looks like it's going to get a lot more in depth. And I had a lot of you guys ask me to watch this, telling me that it would also kind of explain why the Indian cricket leagues are recommended to watch a lot, I guess. Oh, now you're going to say hi?
Come here. There we go. Now she's going to say hi. Yes.
Guys, Scarlett is doing really well. She's doing really well. Yes. She's being her usual crazy self, but also lovable self as well.
Yeah, I'm a good girl. Yes, I'm a good girl. Yes.
Alright. Okay, so Cricket Explained. Now, this might go over some stuff that was in the previous video. The previous video was just more about the rules and stuff. Forgive me if I don't remember everything, okay? This is gonna take me a while, I think, to fully understand this game. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and let's see what this video is about.
Cricket is an old British sport.
Very well played, sir.
Cricket, of course, doesn't even have rules. It has laws.
Yeah, well, bless cricket, it has a tea break in the game.
It's definitely
No
a
way.
test of attrition. A lot of people can't get their mind around how do you stand out there for 5 days.
That didn't put off the 1 billion people that were estimated to have watched a single cricket match in 2015 between India and Pakistan.
I already like
Two
this. This
teams
is
of
gonna be
11
fun.
play each other on a field shaped like an oval. If the batsman hits the ball, they score runs by
So the bowler is not directly in front, the bowler's kind of off to the side like that, because if that's the case, that's even harder to throw. But I don't know if this animation is accurate or not. On the other videos, I don't think I really paid much attention to it, but I thought the bowler was directly like in line with the batsman, so that the ball was coming straight at the batsman, but huh.
When 10 of the 11 batsmen are out, it's called an innings, and the other team bats.
Okay, wait, hang on. So the bowler switches with another teammate for each over? Is that what that said?
After each over, a teammate takes
A
their
new bowler.
place.
So are there, because like in baseball over here, again, I'm going with the American sports analogies, but baseball, you play a certain position and you really don't play another position for the most part. Like a pitcher is a specialized position that you have to train specifically for, and I was assuming that bowlers were the same way because, I mean, it's not easy to you know, throw a pitch in baseball anyway. I'm assuming bowling is the same way. You have to really work on that to really get good at it, I would imagine. But this is, I don't know, are there just specific players on the team that are designated as the substitute bowlers? Can the same bowler go back after the next over? So let's say that they've bowled their over, and then they switch with another teammate. Can they go back after that teammate bowls? So you kind of just have like 2 people switching in and out, or do they have to go through like all of the team members on the field? So that's really interesting.
It's all very coded and peculiar, cricket, I suppose. That's the problem.
The British didn't just write the rules of cricket, they spread it around the world. Even the United States played before baseball became the patriotic pastime.
Cricket smacked of colonialism, and therefore they were not going to play.
But in other colonies,
Sounds about
playing
right.
cricket was an opportunity to beat the colonizers at their own game. In the third World Cup, England didn't even make the finals. They had lost to India, a team playing against the West Indies after having won a single game in the first 2 World Cups.
So I have a question. In India, is cricket more popular than football? For some reason, I get the sense that it is, actually, but I'm not sure.
You just are amazed at something that was started on green turf with the site of an English church and you know, light applause and well played, good fellow, becomes this screaming religious ceremony.
Political power then became that the World Cup was worth so much money and that India and Pakistan were bringing so much of that money, that the sort of democratization of the game, and it went from being England and Australia running the game to a more global thing.
And we asked those people, if we introduced a game of cricket that lasted less than 3 hours, would they come to see the game?
They called the new
makes
format
sense.
2020, T20 for short, and pitched it to the heads of English cricket at Lord's.
At the start of the game, he said, "Welcome to the future of cricket." And it was amazing. It was a great statement.
That reputation stuck, and when the format got its own World Cup, the advertising made it clear that T20 cricket was for
Party people! The ICC World T20.
In 2008, India launched a new T20 tournament called the Indian Premier League.
Indian Premier League scene. They brought in American, what do you call them? Not the can girls, well, the American cheerleaders.
Cricket has never had a primetime TV product.
This new form of the game has spread outwards from India.
Now, it is IPL is where they earn the money. All the cricketers from this country want to go and play in IPL. While Lord's is still seen as the home of cricket, that's a symbolic home of cricket. It's like seeing Rome as the great capital of the world. That was a long time ago. You know, that is in history.
Wow, I didn't expect that. I wasn't expecting India to be so involved in cricket, actually. That's very, very surprising to me. That kind of maybe answers my question that cricket, it seems to be more popular than football, I would think. Because when I think about football, I don't think about India right off the bat. You know, I know that they have football teams there, but it seems to me like cricket may have taken over as the top sport, or at least is more popular than football. But it's really hard to tell from this documentary because it's focusing on just cricket, so you guys will have to enlighten me on that. But yeah, now I understand why you guys are saying, like, look at the Indian leagues. It also struck me that the way that they're making it more of an entertainment type thing, it really looks a lot like, I don't know, like an American almost version of cricket in a way. But like, I'm not trying to take it away from India, I'm just saying that, like, they were talking about they were bringing in cheerleaders, you know, from the United States. I don't know if they were bringing them in from the US, or if they were just, you know, creating their own cheerleaders based on the US ones or whatever. But yeah, like, it looks like they're trying to make it into a show, which Americans, we do that with our sports over here, I think, to a greater extent than some other countries do. So that's really interesting to see that. I had no clue. I had no clue about any of that in India. It was also cool seeing the evolution of the game from the 5-day-long test matches to the T20 now. I remember saying in my previous video that if I was going to watch a cricket match, it would definitely be the T20, because I can't take a day and watch a cricket match. Like, I don't think anybody in the modern world, unless you're just of that, like, old school mind about cricket, would take a day to watch cricket, or take 5 days to watch cricket, or whatever. But a lot of you guys in the comments did say that you enjoyed test cricket the most. So, but as far as like just appealing to the masses, I can totally understand why T20 is the way to go, for sure. Is really the only version of it that you can monetize, honestly. So I have to say, there's just something about the game that's appealing to me, and I don't know why it is. Maybe because it relates a lot to baseball, and I know, again, like, I know they're different sports, but they do have a lot in common as well. And so it's just kind of like, it's giving me baseball vibes to a certain extent, which I also thought was really interesting to see the difference in how the US treated cricket versus the other colonies. I guess it kind of makes sense because the other colonies stayed colonies of Britain, whereas the US, we broke away from Britain. So I guess we just decided to cut off all British things over here to a certain extent, while the other colonies were still, you know, I guess part of the British Empire. And so they decided to embrace cricket and, like you said, try to beat the British at their own game. It's the mentality of it is interesting to me, the mentality of the colonies versus the US with that. But yeah, I really enjoyed that documentary. It covered a lot of the bases, it covered a lot of the rules again, and gave me a little bit different overview of how the game is played, and so I appreciated that. But I really also like the historical context and like the cultural context that they included in this as well. So appreciate you guys suggesting this video to me. It definitely clued me in to the world of cricket. Yeah, just all of this stuff that I didn't even know existed. So feel free to recommend any more cricket videos for me down below in the comments. Also, if you can answer any of my questions, I would appreciate that. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy my videos in general, make sure to like and subscribe. You'll also find my links to social media, Patreon, and Discord in the description and in my pinned comment if you're interested in any of that stuff. Roger here, and I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more cricket and just, you know, sports content in general coming up on my channel, and we'll see you next time.